Black Friday is arguably one of the most important days of the year to get things you genuinely need or maybe even want at a fraction of a cost. The problem is, if you walk into it unprepared, you'll walk out with an empty wallet and a pit of buyer's remorse. The retailers, influencers, social media platforms, and credit card companies want you to overspend. In this video, we're flipping the script. This is your Black Friday de-influencing guide. We'll cover the 3 psychological traps designed to make you fail and 5 strategies to use every year to shop smart, save big, and most importantly, stay out of debt. Thank you so much for joining me here today at Sisters for Financial Independence. My name is Catherine Agupjan, and I normally do videos like these, money lessons to help you get savvier with money, from investing to getting out of credit card debt. Our world is changing, so in the new year, I will be doing more mindful consumption videos to beat the overspending. So if you're ready to save some serious money and take on some new habits for the new year, hit the like button, share this video with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to Sisters for Fi. Let's get to it. Before we even talk about the strategies of spending money wisely on Black Friday, we have to recognize the battlefield. Retailers rely on 3 psychological traps to make you swipe and buy without thinking. The first one is a trap of manufactured wants. At this point in time, you probably have everything that you need, but still you feel like you need an air fryer, an oversized blanket, a specific shade of lipstick, a new sweatsuit, or this Starbucks barista, because we've been targeted ads and influencers have told us it's a must-have. This is the subtle art of manufactured wants. They create the desire first, then offer the solution with the sale of a product. Now, all of this happens so seamlessly because of data targeting. Every time you click, search, or even pause on a product, companies collect that data. They use algorithms to figure out not just what you bought, but what you're likely to buy next. They know your budget, your style, and your weaknesses better than you know yourself. They don't guess, they target. So how do I know all of this? As someone who used to work in ad tech, I can tell you that there are millions of people working year-round to get you to spend money. What you are seeing now for Black Friday was discussed back in July. And their specific goal is to put specific products and sales in front of you at the moment you're likely to buy it. Take the recent Starbucks Barista Cup Madness. Every holiday season, Starbucks releases a new cup design, which creates some kind of frenzy on social media. This year, Starbucks teased videos of their Bear Cup. They simply manufactured hype and scarcity. They never mentioned the product, they never mentioned how much of it they had or when it would be restocked, and you had people lining up in the early morning fighting for a cup and then creating content against it for social currency. The hype fed on itself. It's a $30 cup. You can use literally any other cup to put your coffee in. This is manufactured wants. Now, we are all grown adults with grown-up money, but we do need to ask if we are buying things that are in line with our values as well as our financial goals. Because a lot of the stuff that's been marketed to us are just wants. They're not needs, and oftentimes they have a very short lifespan and they end up in the garbage fairly quickly. Now, your defense against manufactured wants is to get yourself a list of all of the things that you want and need to buy this holiday season. We'll cover that strategy in a moment, so make sure you stay tuned. The next trap that you need to be aware of is trap number 2, the Diderot Effect, the slippery slope of purchases. This phenomenon is named after French philosopher Denis Diderot. Here's Mr. Diderot right here. And many, many years ago, Mr. Diderot received a beautiful new scarlet dressing gown. Once he had it, he realized his old furniture and possessions looked shabby in comparison. He kept buying newer, more expensive items to match that one beautiful item, leading him into debt. The Diderot effect is a resulting cycle of consumption and consumption. The Diderot effect is dangerous and easy to fall into. Let's say you buy that gorgeous, buttery, soft sweatsuit set because it's 50% off. Great deal. But now your old scuffed up sneakers don't look so good with it. So you buy new sneakers. But wait, you now need a new matching jacket. That's the Diderot effect in action. One purchase spirals into a series of unnecessary purchases, all sparked by that original good deal. Trap number 3 is not understanding how credit card interest works. If you use credit cards or BNPL programs, know that these programs have been designed to get you to spend money. Understanding how they work can help you create a strategy for spending that is in line with your goals. You and I deserve nice stuff, but not at the expense of our financial futures. So I'm going to do a quick lesson here on how credit card interest works because I want you to see what happens the minute you carry a balance. Black Friday is fun until the bill comes. If you put a bunch of purchases on a credit card you can't pay off right away, the interest alone can wipe out the deal that you just got. So let's see how it works. And if you want to learn more, I want you to check out this video right here where we break down credit cards, interest rates, as well as the timeline for paying it off. So here we have a visual of a credit card billing cycle. But we have from January to February, one billing cycle, the next billing cycle, and then the third billing cycle. From January 1st to January 31st is one of our billing cycles. And during these billing cycles, you will be making your purchases. You'll be charging $20, $80, $25, $30, whatever you have as far as transactions for that billing cycle. When that billing cycle completes at the end of the month, your company will issue a statement. In that statement, your credit card company will let you know what your balance is. It will let you know the due date for when this balance is due. It will also give you some minimum payments and other information. When your statement is issued, you have a grace period of 21 to 25 days before you need to pay your balance in full. And normally that due date will be during your next billing cycle. If you pay your balance in full and on the due date, that is great. It means you won't owe any late fees as well as any interest on any of your transactions. But here is what happens when you don't pay the balance in full. And this is where the average daily balance comes into play. So this is the same scenario here, but instead of us actually being able to pay our statement balance in full, we're only able to pay 100 and now we owe 180. So we are carrying a balance of 180 to the next billing cycle. So you owe 180 from the previous billing cycle. And now you are currently in the current billing cycle and you're making transactions, maybe going on a grocery run, getting some prescriptions and putting on your credit card. The minute you carry a balance to the next billing cycle, anything you purchase, any transactions you make will start incurring interest. So now there's interest on this balance that you have as well as on these new transactions. And the more transactions you have, the more that will affect your average daily balance, which is the balance that your credit card company is calculating to charge for interest. For this particular computation, they take the total amount owed by a customer per day and divide that by the number of days in the given period. The higher your average daily balance is, the more interest you will pay. Why does the average daily balance matters? Most credit card companies charge interest based on your average daily balance, not just your balance at the end of the month. So if you wait until your due date to pay the balance, your balance could be sitting high for most of the month, and that means you would be paying more interest. So it's important to know how your interest is calculated on your credit cards. Now that we know the traps, let's look at the action plan. Here are my 5 strategies for navigating Black Friday. Strategy number 1 to help you with Black Friday shopping is to create yourself a needs and wants list. My number 1 tool to help me for Black Friday is my running list. I keep it year round, and most of the items there are a bit big and expensive purchases, like high quality stainless steel cookware or a premium coat. I am leaning more towards things that are built to last, so I don't have to worry about replacing them. Black Friday for me is only for buying what's already on that list, not to create a brand new list while scrolling through TikTok. If it wasn't on your list before the sale, it probably doesn't need to be in your cart, period. Remember that the internet does a good job of showing you what you want at the time you are likely to buy it. So you need to be prepared and have a list ready and handy for you. And you want to be careful because a lot of the stuff that's being marketed now are unfortunately low quality items. So not only are you buying something at a low price, but they're probably not made well and will not last you a whole year. So make sure you do your research, get your browsing ready, and make sure you're looking for the things that are actually a good deal. Remember that we are all grown adults with real adult money, and adults do have to wait to purchase things so that you can buy with quality in mind at the cost that makes sense for you. Strategy number 2 is to track prices and beware the fake sales. Unfortunately, a lot of sales aren't actually sales. Some retailers raise prices in October and early November, then slash them for Black Friday. That is the oldest trick in the book. Before you buy anything, use price tracking tools or just Google the item and check its historical price. A 50% off sticker means nothing if the price 2 weeks ago was even lower. Tracking prices is super important to spot a genuine deal. And a real deal is supposed to save you money. Now, I also want to point out that a lot of retailers will do this trick with you where they will actually slash the prices on their websites, indicating that it's now a low price. This is actually a trick and a tactic to get you anchored to the high price and then show you the low price. But if that low price was the same price a few weeks ago, then you're not getting a good deal. This discounting has been happening so much that surveys are showing that consumers are feeling the discount burnout ahead of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So you are not alone when you are getting tired of these discounts and not really seeing those drop in prices. Here are a few tools you can use to help you with price tracking. Camel is good for Amazon. You can also use Google Chrome to track prices of products that you want. And of course, you can go back to your list, add prices throughout the year to make sure you are getting the right deal when Black Friday comes. And of course, take a screenshot. If you see something you see online, you think it's a good deal, take a screenshot, look at the price, and see what it is a few weeks later so that you have an understanding of how the prices have fluctuated over time. Strategy number 3 is to distract yourself from the influencers. Remember who you're watching. That influencer, celebrity, or YouTuber, their job is to make you want things. They're not sharing Black Friday pics out of the goodness of their hearts. They are being paid. The brands are paying them, the affiliates are paying them, and YouTube is paying them. And there's nothing wrong with that, but your job is to protect your wallet and your goals. So this time of year, if you need to, mute those retail email lists. Take a long break from those non-stop holiday haul content or Black Friday deals list that you see everywhere and distract yourself with something that generates value for you. Many of us have a parasocial relationship with a lot of people on the internet. And maybe there's a part of you that feels obligated to buy whatever these influencers are selling or advertising. But a little distance might help you change that relationship in a way that helps your budget. Here's also something that you might want to try. Take a look at all of your past purchases this month. Try to see if you can tie down which influencer, YouTuber, TikToker got you to buy that item. Is there a pattern that needs to change? So finally you can get out of debt, reduce the clutter in your home, and have a little bit more freedom. Strategy number 4 is to clean your stuff. Before you buy a new version of something, clean or refresh the one you already have. Iron your clothes, wash your sneakers, deep clean your kitchen tools, organize your closet, empty out your makeup drawer, put all of the stuffies in a pile. You would be surprised how much better your clothes, shoes, and household items look when they're taken care of. And I think you'd be surprised what you find hidden in your closet and your drawers. You might not need another thing. It may already be inside your home. Remember Mr. Diderot? He went on a cycle of consumption because nothing looked good against his new dressing gown. Likely, you might be experiencing the same thing. Oftentimes, though, a clean item can satisfy the desire for something new without costing you a cent. Before Black Friday arrives, I would highly encourage that you spend some time tidying up, decluttering, or just organizing your things, because likely you might already have things in your home and you won't need to be buying them for Black Friday. Strategy number 5, don't let scarcity pressure you. The words limited stock, only 2 left are psychological tools. They push you into buying fast, not buying smart. Scarcity is a manufactured retail tactic. There is enough for everyone. Our houses are brimming with stuff. Our thrift stores have so much in them, and our landfills are full. There is enough stuff in the world. But scarcity is a tactic that will be used to get you to buy things. But here's the truth and an action plan for you. If you panic bought something and regretted it, return it. Buyer's remorse is normal, and you can take action instead of beating yourself up. Yes, you might lose the time it takes to process the return or pay a little bit of inconvenience, but it's better than keeping an item you don't need or love, and definitely better than accumulating debt for something that you are not going to use. Know that it's okay to return stuff if you don't love it, if you're not going to use it. My goal for this Black Friday is simple. Spend less, save more, and buy better. If you have similar goals, let me know in the comments. And remember, don't let a deal push you into debt or trigger the Diderot Effect. Stick to your list, track your prices, and remember that financial freedom is always worth more than that temporary dopamine hit. Let me know in the comments which of these traps have you fallen for. What's your strategy for this Black Friday? Keep the conversation going and let's help each other out. If this video has helped you build a smarter shopping strategy, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Sisters 45 for more money content. In the next few weeks, we are going to make a plan for the new year. So you can check out this video in the meantime to help you with your money, as well as this video if you're ready to tackle debt in 2026. I will see you in the next video. Bye!